Welcome to the Roger Report live on the entertainment side. This is Roger, and I am here to review the movie The Unholy Trinity. Good film, y'all. Good film. This is a film where we had Isaac Broadway, who was either framed or was just a plain criminal. I guess that's a little bit up to interpretation on how you want to do that particular thing. Either he was very much framed or he's very much a criminal, depending upon whose side of the story you want to fall in and believe. And this was a great tale, y'all. Now, acting was great in this particular film. It was about a man trying to avenge his father's death because he is under the impression that his father was framed. Okay. His son was the person who was going out to take care of his father being strange. And that was the job that fell into the job of Henry Broadway, Isaac's son. And along the way, the first goal, the mission is to go kill that sheriff that set him up, get the sheriff that framed him. But as he went out to get that thing done, and he was singularly focused, so he wasn't the best man to do the job, but he was singularly focused. When he finally gets to a place and gets to this city where he's looking for the sheriff, you know what? I guess lucky for him, that sheriff was already dead. Okay, lucky for him, that sheriff was already dead. Or I can't say really it's lucky for the sheriff that he's already dead. So I guess it's lucky for him. But there was a different sheriff in town, a Gabriel Dove, who tried to, kind of guide him and help him once he understood what he was there for. And he wanted to be a help to him. And, played by Pierce Brosnan, who of course did a fantastic job. What other type of job is he going to do? And the thing is that he wanted to help him, but of course he wants to check out what's going on with this new guy who, when came into town, was his real business. And it just turned out that his real business happened to be killing the man that's already dead. So he was nice enough to get him some drink, get him something to eat, tell him, get a room for the night and get on up out of there. But y'all know how it is. It's a Western, y'all. It's a Western. Now, I'm classifying this one under action movie because there was action in it. Could have went as a drama, but there was definitely some action in it. And as far as action movies goes, it's in there, but it's been a great year for action movies that I've seen thus far. And I think there was a very, very good job. Now, Samuel Jackson was doing his thing throughout the film, of course. And Samuel Jackson said, "Hey, look, man, I don't know what they told you about your daddy, but your daddy was a criminal with me. Your daddy helped me get some gold. And your daddy double crossed me and I got messed up. And now I had to get separated. And I ain't found your daddy yet until it was too late. But I want that gold your daddy have. Now, I'm a sinner, but I ain't the devil. I just want to get that gold, get my fair share, get my stake of that gold, and kind of be on my way. And you can even have what your daddy was supposed to get because that would have been your inheritance anyway. So I just really care about getting my portion of that gold. Now, you would think that would be a cool thing in this particular situation, that you got a guy who's saying, hey, you know what? You can get your portion. Just let me get my portion. We're going to be all right. Y'all, and all hell breaks loose in this particular film. And I kid you not, it's over the hose, man. It's over the hose. This guy who came in with a mission to avenge his father's death had a hoe took a liking to him. Now, y'all may say, why you saying a hoe take a like? No, it was an actual whore, like an actual, okay, yeah, I don't want to call her a hoe, but she was an actual whore. Yes, an actual prostitute took a liking to him and was really about to get on with him on the free side because the man broke. Okay, the man is broke. So the thing is, a lot of stuff can happen very quick. So all you know is you trying to go up and get a little service. You was gonna be on your way. Next thing you know, there's shooting going on. There's people dying. Then there's people who said this person did this. There's people who say this person did that. You got a sheriff trying to keep some level of peace because there's already certain situations going on. There's previous conflicts that's already abroad. And the sheriff trying to get all these things solved, keep as much peace as he can, and trying to save some people from some bloodshed. But y'all, people was dying in this one. Okay, so the sheriff, I ain't gonna say he didn't do a good job, but he couldn't save everybody from dying. He saved a few, but deaths kept going on here and there. So this was a very interesting story, y'all. A young man trying to avenge his father's death while maintaining being a good man himself. Somewhat of an inexperienced guy who learns to be experienced very quickly, but he's got to go against certain things and certain gangs and crews, or however you want to say it, because this is back in 1833. My man Sam Jackson, who did a fantastic job, but of course we know he gonna do that. Now he played Saint Christopher, who was a former slave himself. So, this was a very interesting period piece that I think anybody would actually enjoy. I haven't seen much advertising for about it myself, but I don't see who wouldn't enjoy this particular film. And you see, uh, technically he's a man's age, but you see like this story of a boy growing into a man. Good story. A lot of stakes were high. And they throw in a couple things that you ain't gonna necessarily expect. So it's definitely a great film. I definitely recommend going to see this one. Now, as far as it goes, as far as an action film is concerned, because I done seen a lot of action films, y'all, and unfortunately I lost the channel, but I'm trying to remember some of those action films that I had already reviewed to let y'all know exactly where things are ranking. So at this particular point, when it comes to the action movie side, I'm putting the the Unholy Trinity right above Aftermath. Okay, I saw Aftermath this year. I'm putting the Holy Trinity, the Unholy Trinity right above that, which is going to follow G20, which right now I have also following from the world of John Wick, Ballerina, which I'm having that follow The Amateur, because I think that was actually the best action movie that I've seen this year. But if you like this type of content, make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel, y'all. I'll be dropping stuff on this channel daily. So it is the place to be. Okay, it is the place to be. And if you want to keep it, if you want some real reviews, you can come right here. I'm going to tell you how I see it. And that's real talk. So I will see y'all next time around. I'm Roger. I'm right. And I'm out.